Video made at Rollideo.com. Creating a video is now extremely easy with Rollideo. A new study suggests that long-term air pollution exposure is linked to women gaining weight, particularly ladies in their late 40s and 50s, EurekAlert reported. Observed women who were exposed to poor air quality, specifically higher levels of fine particles, such as nitrogen dioxide and ozone, had seen increases in their body size, according to study author Xin Wang, an epidemiology research investigator at the University of Michigan. The exposure to air pollution was tied to higher body fat, fat proportion and lower lean mass for middle-aged women. EurekAlert noted that body fat increased by 4.5%, or about 2.6 pounds. The data came from a mix of 1,654 white, black, Chinese and Japanese women whose median age was 50. They had been tracked for 8 years from 2000 to 2008. Their residential addresses were used to measure the relative air pollution surrounding their homes as well, looking for connections between the two entities. However, exercise and physical activity acted as a deterrent to the effects in these findings, according to the outlet. Wang also said that because the study had focused solely on middle-aged women, these findings can't be generalized to younger, or older, women or men. Let's see some comments on Reddit. I gain weight when air pollution is bad. Because I go out and exercise less. Correlational study, likely explained by people living in big cities facing more pollution, while having easier food access and less activity on average. More obesity in rural areas, at least in the US. People in cities walk a lot more. The study literally says that doing more physical exercise will mitigate the effects of pollution. Maybe people with messed up lungs from smog can't exercise as much. I don't know anyone who would argue that living in a polluted environment isn't really bad for you, so I don't think it's much of a stretch to say it also might predispose you to being obese. This is interesting. There's a link between high pollution levels and metabolic disease, partly due to the fact that man-made pollution generally includes endocrine-disrupting compounds. These are substances in mixtures of chemicals which interfere with hormonal production and mechanisms of action. This can then impact leptin and insulin levels and sensitivity, as well as sex hormones more broadly. Metabolic disease and obesity go hand in hand. I think that's just two things correlating with being poor. If you are poor, it's more likely you live in such an area and are overweight. Only on the US scale. In a global scale, only the wealthy are obese and the middle wealthy people are more obese than the upper wealthy. We are fast approaching obesity becoming a bigger issue than hunger in even developing countries. Why do so many thin girls live in polluted cities and so many fat people live in the fresh air of everywhere? Video made at Rollideo.com. Rollideo is a super easy tool to automatically create videos with auto-generated voiceovers and the exact subtitles. Thanks for watching.